All right, everyone. So, I'm going to get into the experience that I had with the twin flame who I was in union with. I'm going to talk about the experience with his mother because she actually left me today. Okay, so I helped transform her. She did me a solid. I really appreciated her. So she tells me that my twin flame and my son hold the same consciousness. So this twin flame is actually a evolved potential version of my son. So I was like, wow, it's kind of weird though, you know, it's kind of weird, you know, because I romanticize the connection, but I mean, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. He's not my son. He a whole grown ass man. He is something whole different. But when she told me that, I was just like, oh shit. So she told me that there are three women in his life. She broke down to me what type of women to be aware of. You see, her and I had to trauma bond because, there were certain things that she came to, I guess maybe she came to realize about maybe some of the women in her family when it came to him. So, I didn't get too much information. She knew that I was going to talk about it, so she didn't want me to talk about too much, but she had to let go of me um, because he's up to something. Okay, so he's out to hurt me in some kind of way. All right, so what she did to protect him was she protected me. So therefore, they are able, like, we can keep the balance. So when he does his injustice towards me, it won't come back on him because it's like she saved me from his betrayal. Okay, so she's kind of like disappointed and a little shameful because there are things that she knows about me in the situation on a very deeper level. um, there are things that because I wasn't aware that she was there, she didn't reveal herself to me. I knew he was protected, and I was just like, there's something protecting him. I'm going to have to be careful with what I do. I have to make sure that I take this union serious and I do exactly what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just knew something. I just knew he was protected. But my thing is that, I mean, I'm not afraid because I'm not never trying to do anything, like against anybody. So, I mean, I wasn't intimidated by the presence. But when she made her presence more known to me, I began to understand a lot more. So I'm just like, oh, so that's you protecting him. you know? So, I mean, her and I had a conversation. She told me about three women that have been targeting my son, trying to make him a problem and all that type of shit. Now, some of that stuff I already know about. She knows some of the things in which that I have been through. And I don't know. She just took to me very well. She just I kind of feel like there were certain things going on with their relationship too. I didn't get too much info out of her. It's kind of like she just wanted me to do a favor so that she can move on and let go of him. Okay. So she's no longer protecting him because of the move that he's trying to make against me. But at the same time, it's kind of like she doesn't want to betray him in becoming my protector. So her and I had a very mutual understanding, and the way in which that she did things, um, it was, I want to say it was clever. It was beautifully done. Okay, so the spirit of my yard was with her too. So I was like, oh my goodness. The spirit of my yard was guiding her as to how to put balance into the situation because she was a little conflicted, you know, because her and I seem to have a lot of in common, and then she knows certain things about me in depth, in detail. Okay, and so it was kind of hard for her to because her son is aware. Her son is aware. Her son has insight. Rather it's him or he's going to some type of practitioner, he knows. So she was just kind of like very devastated at his behavior and his choice and his way of thinking. So she has left, and I helped her transition into the next phase. Okay, so It's like she needed me because I am the light, you know, and she needed my light to be able to see just, I guess, like certain things about him. Like he's a grown man. He's going to make his own choices and decisions. This is why I'm practicing now. I have been practicing with just kind of with letting my son go, with transforming, my expectations for him. It's real hard. I feel like it's real hard for a mother, for a parent, period, to do that with their children, because that temptation of control is there. Okay, so I mean, so I think mom kind of had like controlling issues. In a way, she wanted to control his life, and so I kind of had to tell her and just kind of relate to her, and I told her I need her to get stronger, because I have a feeling that as my son gets older, it's going to be harder and more challenging to kind of let him go. And I mean, I see overbearing mothers, and I see how mothers kind of get in the way of the relationships with the son and their spouses, and I don't want to be that way, so I told her to come back and to come see me and to, just check in on me with me and my baby boy. So it was kind of sad for her to go. I think it was sad for her. I think it was sad for her too, because his actions left us no choice but to separate. Everybody has to separate. She had to separate from me. She had to separate from him. So she couldn't understand the depth of understanding, that I had, considering certain things that she knew in depth about me in the situation. So she was kind of impressed about that. But I mean, I told her, I said, well, these types of things happen in these connections. I'm to a point to where I don't expect anybody not to try to hurt me after they experience me. I mean, I've had to do a lot of preparation to be able to do this, because dealing with these twin flame connections are very dangerous. There's something going on too, because my son's father, he came home early. He came home the earliest last week, and he starts talking about, me having another man in the house. And I'm just like, where is that coming from? Okay, so like I said, he's connected to a soulmate. Sometimes he got people doing spell work on him and all that type of stuff. So I'm tired of saving his ass. I'm tired of, I have to invest a lot of money to protect him. I'm tired of it. A lot of the times he's always creating imbalances in between us. So, I mean, I've just had to let go and wash my hands of it. Whatever happens to him, happens to him. And I think that's something too that my twin flame, his mom, had realized too, through observing me and my son's father. Because she's just like, how do you do that? And I tell her, I said, well, I'm tired. Like he's so unfair. And I mean, I'm not going to sit here and complain. I know what the truth is. I know what it is. I mean, he's been that way for a long time. And I told her, I said, you see how he tried to make up excuses for himself. But at the same time, I'm trying to be a little more understanding, because he's transitioning in his jobs, between jobs. So, and I know God is going to play with him a little bit because of how he's been treating me. So he's going to be a little stressed, and when dealing with the stress, I know he's going to behave some kind of way towards me. Like, I'm pretty prepped for this. She really appreciated my strength. And I mean, it was a beautiful experience. I believe her and I connected for about 3 days. She told me a lot. She told me a lot about what type of women my son is going to attract. She says that when she comes back, and when she comes back, it could be in the next 3-4 years. But when she comes back, she's going to be helping me to like be able to keep certain women away from him, being able to help keep him clear. Okay, so I look forward to that. I look forward to her return. So I just thought that, I would just kind of talk about that and get that out the way. But yeah, I was told that it's time for a reading. Okay, so hold on. Alrighty, what are the messages? What are the messages for whomever it may concern? What are the messages for whomever? We got some cards that fell out of here. So we have the Judgment and we have the Page of Cups. So there are three people. The Judgment is for them to apologize for something that they have done. Okay? So they have to tell somebody what they did. They have to tell why they did it. And they have to apologize. So we'll see if individuals can rise to that challenge or not. There's something here too about a child. If a child is telling you something that's going on, please listen to them. That looked like my spirit baby. Is that my spirit baby? Somebody is pregnant. Okay. I heard somebody, I heard a voice say that if you're going to judge somebody, judge them properly. I don't know. I'm getting all type of mixed signals with this. This is crazy. Okay, so we have the Six of Cups in the position of the Crown. Remembering who you are. You have the Knight of Swords. Irrational behavior brings clarity with the Ace of Swords. With clarity brings action with the King of Wands. Letting go of the burden of individuals' irrational behavior. Okay, making a move. I feel like this is moving forward. And then you end with the Strength card. Okay, so moving into their strength. Somebody is moving into their strength here. Okay, so this is the Lion. The Lion has awoken. So this outside person is the Owl. Okay. Okay, so this looks like a spiritual partnership. Okay. That's pretty much all of which that I'm picking up though. Soul family. Past. It looks like you know that you've shared a past life with somebody. It may be this person on the outside. I feel like this person was actually your child in a past life. In this lifetime, this person is definitely not your child. Y'all are not in each other's lives. This person is at a distance from you. Okay. With the Page of Cups, that looks like a psychic medium though, because you got the Angel and then you have the Page of Cups. So you have the two extremes. In spirit, you got that super big angelic ass energy. And then it's just like on the ground, you have that kind of, that childlike innocence. Okay. So I'm going to get into another reading here. So whoever this reading is for, this is for somebody who's deeply rooted. There's a lot of red here. Okay. So red, this is really going to represent the ancestors. Okay. So you're heavily rooted with the ancestors. Very strong. Very honorable. So this is giving me like royal bloodline. So you have a royal bloodline. There's kind of this question like, why me? Why me? You know, well, because you have a royal bloodline. So you're always going to have like protection. You're always going to have, you know, you have favor. The Strength card is going to represent infinite favor. You are what I call the if factor. Okay, if, infinite favor. If can also represent imaginary friend. Okay, so I mean, you have somebody here on the outside. Okay, this person connects with you, but they're not in your physical. So if you think about it, it's an if. It's an imaginary friend. Okay, so maybe as a child, you may have had an imaginary friend. You may have even been able to see, you may have been able to see spirits or ghosts or people. Okay, well, spirits or ghosts. Okay, if that is the case, I think that that's something that you didn't tell people. So you're a psychic medium too. Oh, I don't think you get into that. Are they aware that they're a psychic medium? No. Oh, baby. Well, I can't. I can't. Hey, I'm just telling you, we're going to end it here. You know, we just going to end that one there. You know, and you had, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'm supposed to say anything. I'm not here to direct anybody into anything or whatever, whatever. Accepting being a psychic medium is very hard. So it don't look like this person, it doesn't look like, you know, there's anything for you to do. That's not your calling, but that is one of your gifts. But I'm going to tell you, I do think that that's your calling, but hey, okay, I'm for real, that is your call. So, I mean, I don't know. Is it popping up? I mean, is the subject popping up, the topic popping up? Okay, well, so they have some type of awareness. Okay. Because I feel like you're a man. He probably know. He probably forgot. Okay. So you know, you just forgot. I just feel like the way that you present yourself in the world, nobody would ever know that you was a psychic medium. But you know you are capable. But I think that you kind of fell asleep to your guides, maybe because of certain things going on within your life. I feel like we have like real high expectations for our spirit guides because they know so much. So it's kind of like what they know we're supposed to know. So maybe you feel, maybe things have happened to you in your life and you're feeling like, well, where were y'all? Why did this happen? Why didn't anybody tell me? Blah blah blah. So that's just not the way that things work, because the picture is so big, and regardless of who you are and what you are capable of, your human brain is limited in the way in which that you can accept information, you can perceive information, and especially when it comes to the truth. Because sometimes you can be in fucked up situations, but you're supposed to be there because you are untouchable. Okay? That's why I told you, because I was just like, why did I tell my business about my son's father? But that's what it is though, because like I said, he treats me unfairly, but I always get my justice. And it, you know, I can't do anything unfairly to him. I'm always doing what is expected of me. I'm always doing the right thing because I know I'm being watched. I can't get away with shit. From the time, even when I go to the bathroom, when I go to sleep in my dream state, when I'm awake, when I'm in meditation, there's always somebody there. So, and you can play around and you can test the waters, but it's kind of like it's going to be proven there's always somebody there. You're always being watched. A random stranger will say some shit to you that you did in private, and you're trying to figure out what, right? Because you're always being watched. You know, it's kind of like, it's like being a celebrity in the spiritual realm. You have celebrities that walk around with bodyguards. The paparazzi are always watching, are always trying to be in the business of the celebrities. You understand what I'm saying? You have people always trying to be where these people are. You have people always trying to get into your energy. You always have people that are trying to connect to you and with you. It's like being famous in the spiritual world. Okay? So, anyway, you got to use your imagination. Using your imagination will help you to see clearer. Back into another reader. What are the messages? Oh my god, why is it? Card fell out here. We have the Emperor. That's going to represent somebody on the outside of you. So this Emperor is looking at you. Let's not say that they are watching you, but they are looking at you. I know that sounds weird, but I mean, that's what I get. They're looking at you. They're not watching you. And they look at you, you know, like with their guards up. But I think that there's something about you that makes them feel comfortable. Okay, in the position of your crown, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Is this another psychic medium reading? Right, because I feel like this person in the crown, this is a crossover. Okay, so you have the Seven of Wands, you have the King of Wands. So standing up for what you believe in, taking action, not allowing individuals to oppress you. Somebody was chasing you, but it's kind of like this actually looks like some type of collision. This looks like somebody ran into somebody, bumped into somebody. That could be like having to do with a car accident, or it could have something to do with individuals. This man he's taking action. He's doing things. He's putting himself in a position so that people cannot oppress him. He's standing up for what he believes in, and in doing that, it's kind of like he runs into this Knight of Wands. So there's some type of encounter there. When this Knight of Wands encounters this King of Wands, he stops and he runs away. So it's kind of like, I feel like somebody was coming to try to challenge this King of Wands, but it's like they saw something from him to where they were just like, oh no, that's not going to work. Okay, so then you have the Queen of Cups here. I feel like this Queen of Cup person is standing up for you. Well, not you, but standing up for this King of Wands person. Then you have the Ten of Pentacles here. So I pick up gratitude. Okay, so showing your gratitude, showing why you deserve your wealth, showing why you deserve something. I feel like something in which that is owed to you. Because it just seems like people think and people feel like you don't deserve something. But you do deserve it, and you're constantly showing why you deserve it. You always have people trying to challenge you. So then we have the Devil card here now. Oh my. I have a feeling that that's that Emperor. That's desire. Okay. Uh-oh. Ooh, he's good at hiding his desire too. He's a dangerous man. He's a dangerous man. That's like a predator, okay? So let's not say predator, let's say hunter. He's a hunter. Okay. So this crossover is manipulating things between you and this individual. So you are being possessed by this crossover, which means that they are connecting to you. Okay? So they want you to heal them in some kind of way. I do think that it's mentally. They want you to heal them mentally. It may have something to do with work. I do pick up something here about work and finances. Okay, so the Emperor is the master of that, okay, as well as self. But he's the master of his material world. So, there may be something going on between you and this person. I think that maybe this person... I think that maybe this person wants to work with you in some kind of way. But it's kind of like you have to give it some time because he has a very strong desire. He has a very strong desire for you. I believe that he can handle himself, but at the same time, you can't trust the trickster. Okay? I do pick up that Emperor is a good person. I mean, we all have a side to ourselves. There's something about you that kind of, it's like, his demons are just like, ooh, that looks like a good time. That looks like some fun. Okay? So, I mean, he has to kind of tame that. So, I mean, when he cools it down a little bit, then he'll be ready to come towards you. But let him work through his desires. Let him work through that. Try not to be, tempting. Are you a woman? Is this reading for a woman is what I'm saying. This reading is for a woman. So the thing is that he is attracted to your masculinity. Because the Devil card is lined up with the King of Wands. Okay, so he may not be like in touch with his feelings. He may not be in touch with his feelings, so he likes your masculinity. I feel like your emotions are like a man. But with the Queen of Cups here, I mean, you're feminine though. This person thinks that you're beautiful. I don't know if they told you or not, but you don't believe it. Oh my goodness, you don't believe it, but you have no idea how much this person, oh my goodness. That's why you trigger his demons, because it's like you're modest. It's like you're innocent. You're innocent in the way in which that you perceive yourself. He probably deals with like a lot of women who are like they're always trying to overcompensate with false confidence. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like when it comes to you, there's something very like sensual and soft about you. I feel like that side of you, if that were you, if that were the way that you operated off all the time, I think that he would be like a little intimidated, because I feel like this man, he's not, maybe when he's in love he's soft, but he's not a soft person. Okay. This person, I pick up, this man is, he could be a little difficult. He's not easy to deal with. He's not easy to understand either. Okay. Because he'll show you stillness on the outside, but he can be brewing on the inside and you would never know. Okay. So your spirit guide is telling you to be gentle with him. That's what that is. I feel like I feel like this spirit guide, this crossover, is also encouraging that in him too. So my thing is, oh my goodness, he is. I don't think you don't. It's not that you don't think that you're beautiful, but I mean, the Queen of Cups is very realistic. Okay, so especially when it comes to relationships, when it comes to men are more visual. So there is, I mean, every man is not the same, but there is a statistic of beauty. You understand what I mean? And you don't think that you fit that expectation or that statistic of beauty. So it's like you don't know how beautiful you are. Okay, you think that you're beautiful, you know that you're beautiful, but you don't know how beautiful you are. And that's why this person's demons are really triggered. Okay. They like that. Because like I say, I feel like this person, I feel like I said, the type of women that they deal with, it's like they're always trying to like overcompensate with false confidence. I think that he's curious in a way too. It's kind of like, is she really like that, or is she just pretending? But I think that he has found out that that's genuinely who you are. So you're more attractive than what you think that you are. And this person would really like validate, like your beauty. The way that this person desires you, I mean, it will make you feel sexy about yourself just knowing the type of desire. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. It's crazy because I mean, you don't know how beautiful you are, and then it's like, to this person, it's just like they have a bit of an obsession with you. They think you are extremely beautiful. They think that you are. So, it would be nice for you to be able to see yourself through this person's eyes. What's that song? Oh, that is a beautiful ass song. What is that song? I love to see me from your point of view. I want to love me the way that you love me. I think I said it right. But she says, for all of my ugly and all of my pretty too, I love to see me from your point of view. But the thing is that this person, I mean, he's being guarded, so he's not telling you. He's probably kind of skeptical, because maybe a lot of women that he deals with, it's kind of like he don't want to hype you up. You know what I'm saying? He don't want you to get big headed and all this type of stuff. Well, who the fuck is he? Is he all of that? He all of that. He don't act like he's all of that though, but he is all of that. He knows that he's all of that. So it's kind of like he hides it. Okay. But it's just that he deal with a lot of women to where they be thinking that they really all of that, to the point to where they be trying to shit on him. Okay, so he's calculated and he's strategic about how he deals with women. He's had a lot of experiences with women, and he observes. Okay, he watches, he studies. I kind of feel you would be a little intimidated by him. He would apply like pressure to you. It would be easy for you to be you with this person, because there's something about him to where it's like once you're in his space or his aura, it's like he's got you locked down. He's got you locked in. And he doesn't let just anybody in his space. So it's kind of like when y'all are, imagine this person, you and this person being face to face, right? Now imagine that there's a tall ass fence that just builds around the two of you. Okay? There are no doors. There are no windows. There is nowhere to run. You know, you have to face him. So he got some shit going on with him. He knows some things. He likes to be in control. He wants to dominate you. He wants to dominate you. And when I say dominate you, yes, I'm talking about sexually, but I think that it's more than that too. He wants to dominate you in many areas, but it's kind of like so he's alpha. He's an alpha man. Okay, so he wants to dominate because he wants to protect. He wants to protect. What else? I think he wants to do some things to you. Well, what's up? What is up? Because my thing is that you don't come off. What triggers him? What triggers this in him? Ooh, Ace of Wands. Oh my goodness. So does he have a hard time like getting hard for women? Oh, okay. Oh yeah. He's not an easy man. Ooh. So his intelligence is he's out of this world. He's not he's not easy. That's all I'm gonna say. He's not easy. He's not easily impressed. He it's not a lot that moves him. He's seen a lot. He's done a lot. I feel like he may be older, but he may have been wild back in the day. And he may have lived a very fast life. Okay? So he's definitely ahead of his time. I see some ropes here. He want to tie her down. Oh my goodness. He wants you like totally submissive to him. Like he wants you like defenseless, like helpless, in the most vulnerable position that you could be in. I feel like he wants to do that because he wants to gain your trust. I think he has a very intriguing mind. The way he thinks, you have to study that shit, or you're not gonna know who he is. Oh my goodness. He's the type of person, it's kind of like if you want to get to know who he is, it's not just about watching him or studying him. Like, you're going to have to ask him questions about his life. Like, you're going to have to really dig. You're going to have to study. You have to study the little details about him if you want to get to know him. It's like there's a reason for everything with him. There's a method to his madness. There's a reason why he gets a certain specific toothpaste, okay? There's a certain reason why he uses the soap that he uses to wash up. There's a reason why he does this, why he does that, okay? But he does have a very lax side to himself. But, I do pick up, he's very organized. I pick up that he's strict, but he does have a lax side. I'm trying to understand the dominance. That's what I'm trying to understand. Like, why is that some type of experimentation for him? I mean, what is that? Does he need to be comfortable? What is that? Okay. So it's kind of like the more you let him kind of break down your walls or push past your boundaries, it's like the more you give him the chance to show him you can trust him, it helps him with being able to trust you. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. I bet you it's intense being around him. Oh, oh my goodness. I mean, but why is it that way? Why is it that way? So he just deals with toxic emotions. Okay. So I think emotionally he's toxic. Okay, so that's where that devil is coming from. Okay, so it's like his toxic nature has a desire for you. So you have to be careful because you can easily trigger him into making him feel like, he's not good enough. He seems like the type of person that if you make him mad, he's gonna go like mad. He's definitely giving me like Hulk kind of vibes here. Like he's the Incredible Hulk or some shit. You trigger him, he's gonna turn into that big green monster. So you have to always be gentle with him. Oh my goodness. You have to be very patient with dealing with him too. But at the same time, don't take no shit from him neither. Because he's a smart man. And if he feels like he can intimidate you to get what he wants, that's what the fuck he's gonna do. I do pick up he's a bad boy. That's why he deals with the women that he deals with. You know. But what he's realized, because they come off tough, but what he's realizing is that they're not tough. And he kind of finds himself like damaging people. And that's not what he wants to do. But it's kind of like, at the same time, he has to deal with his feelings when he's dealing with like masculine women, like more aggressive women. Because you got to talk to him a certain way. It's like you have to be calm. He may like and be attracted to women with like attitudes and women who will stand up to him and not take his bullshit. He's the type, it's not about what you do, it's about how you do it. So you must be somebody who naturally you must do things differently. So who you are fits this person. It's not something that you have to be, because I feel like I'm sitting here, I'm trying to coach you into how to deal with this person, but it's kind of like who you are is for this person. Mm. Do they have issues with their father or something? Did he when he was growing up? Mm. Is he a father? He is a father. So he's definitely giving me like dad. He's like old school dad. He's like an old school dad. But I think that he has that well, that's where all that dominance comes from. So he's alpha male, then on top of that he's a dad, so he's father figure, he's authority. So there's a lot of power that runs through him. Mm. So he needs somebody to cater to his emotions because he doesn't know how to, and it seems like he doesn't have time. It seems like he doesn't have time for that. Like he must have to make like serious, like challenging decisions like all the time. I kind of feel like people may depend on him. People ask him for a lot of shit all the time. Oh, but he's very responsible and he has a lot of responsibilities. Oh, so he needs somebody to take care of him emotionally. So how you can take care of him emotionally is you have to cater to his dark side. That shit crazy. When I say it's crazy, I ain't never heard of no shit like that. But it makes perfect sense. So it's kind of like he's always under extreme pressure. But that's why I say it seems like he has a lot of responsibilities. So if he is the one, then that would mean he wants to be submissive. Oh no, it says, oh no, 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 no. Okay. Excuse me. Oh. But the thing about it is that if you knew the type of desire, if you could feel his desire for you, it would make you want to dominate him. Like he has this sexual influence over people, over women. You may be the type of person to where you like to be on the bottom, but when it comes to him, it's kind of like you want to get on top. He don't want you. I'm not gonna say he seemed like he want to do everything in the bedroom because he wants to be the reason. Like I feel like that kind of gives him his validation too. He wants to be the reason why you feel good. He wants to be the reason why you orgasm. He wants to be the reason why, like you're calling his name or whatever, or you're moaning. Like within every experience that you could have with him, he wants to be the reason. So he wants to be the one. Okay. He has to get rid of the devil, doesn't he? He has to get rid of that so he has to let go. He has to learn how to let go of control. But at this point in time in life for him, I kind of feel like he's pretty much set in his ways. He's not going to change. He's not going to change. So the best thing to do, so just be, you might as well just be yourself. Don't expect too much out of the situation. It's kind of like, if you're going to love him, then love him. But don't expect to, don't expect to grow with him. You know what I mean? So you would have to have more independence within yourself when dealing with him. But I feel like he's going to change you, though. So it's kind of like your challenge is to be yourself. That's what I'm feeling. Because it's like he makes people want to be more. He makes women want to be more. But the thing is that it's just like I just want a woman who's comfortable within herself, who's okay with being herself. But he wants that woman to be like submissive. He wants her to be, he wants her to be okay. He's traditional, so he wants like a woman who's okay with playing a traditional role. Okay, so he may want to take care of you. He may want to take care of his woman. I feel like he wants to. It's like he wants to give you everything. He wants to be your everything. He wants to provide for you. He wants to be your good feeling. He wants to be your happiness. He wants to do everything. Well, why does he want to do everything when he's already doing everything in his life? What is that? Is that just who he is? Oh man, that's just who he is. Good gracious. He be putting in that work. He put in that work in all areas, so he knows that's why he hide, because he know what he has to offer. He knows what he knows how good he can be to a woman. Okay, all right, now ain't nothing wrong with that. All right. Well, you are the target of his desire. So, I mean, he wants to put you through some tests. He gonna test the fuck out of you. Okay? I mean, just be yourself. Either it's gonna be a hit or it's gonna be a miss. But he got his eyes on you. Okay? All right. Well, we're gonna wrap up the reading there. So until the next time, we'll talk again. Thank you.